NASCAR cruises into Michigan this weekend. I have the schedule, what to watch for, and there's been a big leak on a major announcement this week. We'll talk about that and more next on Racin-n-Braisin. Well, hi folks, welcome back to Racin-n-Braisin. I am CJ. Thank you for joining me here on a Thursday edition. We're going to preview what is coming up for Michigan Speedway this weekend. NASCAR is headed there with the Cup Series and Truck, and ARCA is tagging along. We'll talk about the schedule. We'll talk about what we're watching for this weekend, and of course, dive into the big news that's been leaked this weekend. But first, I do want to thank some of you new viewers and let you guys know a little bit about me here real quick and what I'm trying to do for you. I am a chef with over 20 years of experience in restaurant and hospitality, and I am a lifelong NASCAR fan. And I have created a channel here that combines my two passions of cooking and NASCAR. One of my favorite things to do on Sunday is to cook while watching the NASCAR race. On this channel, you are sure to hear analysis and opinions about what is going on in the NASCAR world, as well as participate in this weekly competition that I have going on with my mom. Give you an insight into what is in my personal kitchen with how-to videos and plenty of trade secrets for you guys that you can utilize in your own home. So that's a little bit about me. Again, thank you all for joining me. Let's dive into the big news that has hit the rumor mill and this time actually has teeth. Cletus McFarland seems to be going to the Truck Series in 2026, and he's going to be doing it in a Ram. Yes, that's right. Big news is that Ram is returning to the Truck Series for the 2026 season and beyond. And that's been a rumor for about a week now that's been gaining momentum, especially the Cletus McFarland element of it has really come to light after the Nashville race last weekend. But apparently in the last 24 hours, a YouTube video about just regular pickup trucks, I think they were Rams, was leaked. And in the background was a full-size mock-up of a Ram NASCAR truck. Apparently that video was taken down, edited, and that shot was either blurred out or removed quite quickly after it was released. So rumor mill is that Ram is going to return to the Truck Series next year, and there is an announcement that has been planned for Sunday at Michigan International Speedway, and it is a major announcement. No insight on what that is, but if you're putting two and two together, this is probably the announcement that we're going to get. Now, rumor mill has, of course, sparked up the speculation mill because Ram and Dodge, even though they're not the same company, are associated with each other and go hand in hand. Everybody thinks Dodge Ram, right? Well, the speculation mill that is going around is that this is the fourth manufacturer coming back for the Cup Series. There's no confirmation of that whatsoever, but that is what everybody is speculating. I think it would be great, personally, if Dodge returns. It'd be great to see another manufacturer. Heck, throw in another one in there. I'm all about highlighting all the different types of vehicles that we on the Monday commute drive, right? Maybe even Honda. I've heard that was floated around a lot. Okay, so that's the big news. I do want to touch on a couple of other things that have popped up this week, and it's about sponsorship in the NASCAR series. A couple of big things have been announced. First off, Atlanta Motor Speedway has been rebranded now to the Echo Park Speedway. So Atlanta's got themselves a facelift again, a new logo to plaster all over the place for the Speedway. Ricky Stenhouse is getting a returning sponsor for Michigan this weekend. That's going to be Real American Beer. Apparently they've got great activation, so all of the fans attending the Michigan race should absolutely be seeing their brand all over the track. In addition, it was also announced that Carson Hocevar is going to get Total Play Communications as a sponsor for the Mexico race. That is a Mexican communications brand. That's a one-race deal. And then the big sponsor announcement that I think has come out this week is for Hendrick Motorsports, and more specifically, William Byron and the 24 team. They have partnered up with Form Energy for a multi-year deal. What has been announced is just a handful of races as the primary sponsor for William Byron starting next season. I think 2 races in 26 and 3 races in 27 as the primary. They will also be an affiliate sponsor on all 4 Hendrick cars for the next several years, but the big part of that sponsorship is that they are going to be sponsoring the athletic facilities at Hendrick Motorsports. I didn't realize that the Cup teams have gotten large enough to make their own athletic facilities, but apparently that's the thing, and Form Energy is coming in to sponsor the Hendrick Motorsport Athletic Facility. Okay, let's dive into what is ahead this weekend and talk about schedule. The trucks will have a practice Friday afternoon, but that is not televised. So let's dive into the Saturday television schedule. Things kick off with Cup practice and qualifying 9:30 in the morning on Prime. And then that's going to be followed by the truck race, a 12 o'clock truck race on Fox, big Fox broadcast. And then, of course, the Cup race is going to be Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern on Prime. And for those of you in Central European time, that'll be 8 p.m. your time. Hope you all can catch it. Love you guys. Okay, so of note this weekend, Carson Hocevar and Ross Chastain will be in the truck race. And what we're looking for this weekend, of course, Carson Hocevar has been the talk of the town this past week. Is he too aggressive? Are people going to get back at him? Are they going to race him differently? Michigan is his home track, and of course he's going to be carrying an extra onus to perform well. However, as far as statistics at Michigan go, Michigan has only produced 2 first-time Cup winners. I think it'll be 109 races so far at Michigan. So not likely that Carson Hocevar could score his first career win. The statistics don't say it, but I think as we've seen, Carson Hocevar is marching to the beat of his own drum. Statistics be damned for him. I wouldn't doubt any possibility for him to knock off a win, especially with the way that team has been performing lately. Of note, along that vein, only one of the last 12 Michigan races have been won by a driver getting their first win of the season. So likelihood is that we're going to get a repeat winner for this year in this race. Ford has been dominating Michigan, winning 9 of the last 10 races. Definitely going to be a consideration when we're making picks this week. However, Tyler Reddick did win this race last year, but I do want to point out that this race last year was at the end of August, not early June. So big difference in weather and temperatures. Of course, we know Michigan 2-mile D-shaped oval. It's bad fast, pretty flat, big wide groove, and the restarts are always wild there. We'll expect to see 5, maybe even 6 wide on restarts, but then things will string out. So it's probably going to be a long, grueling race for most of us race fans. I won't expect a ton of cautions, except for maybe on some restarts. We might get some chaos, but not much beyond that. This is definitely going to be an endurance type of race, 400 miles on Sunday. Let's talk about the results from the thumbs up or thumbs down poll, starting with Nashville last week. I gave it a thumbs up, and the one comment that was posted in response to that was also a thumbs up coming from Mom. Thank you so much for commenting. So we're at a total of 2 thumbs ups versus 0 on the season. I am currently working on going back through all of the races from the season so far and giving them a thumbs up or thumbs down. And I should have a tally for that before we dive into the next edition of thumbs up or thumbs down on Monday. Of course, guys, I do encourage you to participate along with me. I'll explain a little bit more about it on Monday's episode and show you guys how you can participate right along with us. Finally, last thing tonight here, guys, I do want to talk about what is ahead on my menu. In the last video, I did mention that I was kind of between 2 things that Michigan is known for. Of course, the Detroit-style pizza, but also the area that the Michigan Speedway is located in is also known for a coney dog with a very special chili sauce that goes on that. I decided that pizza just sounds too dang good, and I have already done a hot dog this season. So let's dive into some Detroit style pizza that you can do at home along with me. I'll show you guys how to do that this weekend. All right, guys, well, that is all I have got for you. I do want to thank you once again for joining me here on another edition of Racin-n-Braisin. Keep an eye out for a Saturday evening video where I recap what has gone on for practice and qualifying from the Cup Series. Until then, thank you all again. Stay happy.